Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is Dosha with DoshaDreamsTarot, and this is a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or wherever you have Capricorn in your chart. Please do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what does and leave the rest for somebody else. Cross watchers are welcome. I understand. Sometimes we need to peep in and see what's going on with someone else, get an idea. Just keep in mind that roles can be reversed. So, just place yourself where you fit. Also wanted to say that energy is fluid and gender is fluid, okay? So just keep that in mind. Whew, all right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for your divine messages and guidance. This is the reading for the sign of Capricorn. We know we couldn't do this without you. So would you please help guide Capricorn today for their highest good? Whoa. Just keep seeing the Six of Pentacles. I almost didn't say something, and so Spirit was like, say something. Keep seeing the Six of Pentacles as I'm shuffling here. Okay, Spirit's saying that's enough with that deck. Yeah, wow. So I wasn't even planning on doing readings today. I just want to say that coming into this today has been... I'm doing things a little differently, which is, which I'm really kind of enjoying, actually, and I feel like getting way more in touch with y'all than when I do my other method, which is to sit with the cards, I shuffle them, and I meditate on your energy before I get the camera going, and then I kind of jump in once I've gotten an idea of what the energy is like and how you're feeling and yada yada. But Spirit was telling me to just jump right in and to not waste time between readings. Just pick whichever sign I want to do. I have a chart over here that has the whole zodiac wheel. Usually I will start on one sign and then I work my way around the wheel, like clockwise or whatever. Spirit's asking me to look at this card. Two of Wands in reverse. Could be a delay in like a message or something. Okay, Spirit's saying that's enough. Today, instead, I have been picking a sign. It's so funny. I'm like leaving cards behind. Page of Coins in reverse. Could be a money thing. Maybe you're waiting for a decision on money. Maybe you're on unemployment. Sorry, I'm just getting that. I know a lot of people are on unemployment, so it's not really that specific of a message here, but yeah, you and me both, baby. I get it. Waiting to see the way the wheel turns here if things work out for us. Got the Emperor. Yeah, what will the king of the land do? I just get frustrated with bureaucracy, and the lengths and bounds and hoops that, have to happen before something really simple and obvious, is decided upon, if that makes sense, Anyway, don't want to get into politics. It's not politics. It's just reality. So, anyway, so, Spirit, what do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn today? Well, I actually really wasn't planning on starting it off with the Lover's Oracle cards, but we'll go ahead and start it off. Obviously, this wanted to come out for you, Capricorn. It says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. That's definitely for some of y'all. I don't know, this might end up being a love reading for that to come out. But, yeah, let's start here. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the messages so far. I'm kind of getting, okay, Six of Cups I'm seeing here. Yep, definitely could be a love reading. Oh, all right, Spirit, what do we need to know? Knight of Wands, yep. Sorry, it's definitely at least I feel like, Five of Wands in reverse, yep. This is totally, it's so funny because this is the only card in my deck that's bent. Here we go, flattened it out a little bit more. This Knight of Wands here, so I'm kind of feeling like this might be, I'm actually getting this is less of like a sexual energy, and I'm actually getting this as more of like, yeah, kind of being combative is what I'm getting. Like, kind of like, maybe even being like, Who knows? Maybe you actually are experiencing a little bit of criticism in the bedroom. God, I hope not. That's super low. No, don't do that. Accept each other as you are, okay? People can change and grow and learn and all that sort of thing, and that's okay. But don't criticize each other. If you want to communicate something, then you can do that in a kind way. And I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to say, is to don't be combative and argue with one another or try and go for low blows. That's what this card is trying to say. Like blows below the belt. Oh, Tower card. So this is about sudden and unexpected change, baby. This is kind of feeling like a domestic partnership, to be honest with you. If it's not, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. I'm just saying that might be for some of you, that something is changing fundamentally here. The Tower card. This could be oh, we got the Devil coming out. Holy heck. That's your card, Capricorn. But it could be that there are some unhealthy dynamics in this relationship, to put it simply. I'm almost getting that y'all might be like watching too much TV. I don't know why I just got that. Judgment card in reverse. Yeah. And that seems really, really obvious. It's like to stop judging each other. Aww. Yeah, I'm really getting that. Oh, and I'm looking at the little booties here. This might actually literally be like a body sex type of judgment. Like that might be, you might be criticizing each other like for your libido. I'm getting for some of you, that some of you guys might have libidos that don't necessarily match one another, but that's literally like no reason to like go for low blows and like insult each other. But for whatever reason, I'm getting that y'all are like glued to the TV here. Oh, one of y'all might have a porn addiction. Oh snap. Sorry, that can be a cause of concern or cause of friction within relationships for sure. But like just know that like there's, you know, it's all about moderation. So if somebody, you think that they're like watching too much porn, shaming them about it is not going to make things better. I feel like you're just going to burn the house down a little bit here. Yeah, Spirit's saying definitely not to judge this person. Don't judge this person for that. If it's you, your partner shouldn't be judging you. Okay. Any advice, Spirit? You're really wanting me to look at this card here. Page of Wands. Maybe y'all need to try something new. Huh. This is kind of feeling like a sexual reading. Hermit card. This might have to do with inner healing, okay? Like this might actually have to do with, it might be a little bit deeper than just a porn addiction, okay? This could be that somebody needs to go within. Aw, this person, I feel like, really needs your love and support. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, 3 of Pentacles coming out while I'm looking at these 3 little daisies. And I'm kind of feeling like y'all, okay, here's a couple of options, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. You got the Moon card here at the bottom of the deck. So this is about subconscious kind of happenings like within. Like, so I'm kind of feeling like that this is a subconscious thing where that like something is going on that's a little bit deeper than, like I said, than just the porn addiction, okay? This is actually, like, if that's what you're dealing with, okay? Whatever the toxic dynamic is, okay? It could be that y'all both watch too much TV, or not even just that, but there could be some type of toxic dynamic here. I am getting that it's a little bit deeper than just the surface level. I'm getting, if it is a sexual thing, if there's some kind of difference between the two of you, well, either like your libido levels are just different. One person has a higher one person has a lower one, and there might be conflict and judgment going on between the two people. Maybe somebody is turning to porn as a way to kind of supplement what they're not getting in this partnership or something like that is what I'm getting. You've got the Page of Wands coming out with this person. The person in this card is like looking at this wand and is like curious. Like kind of curious about this wand. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you might be able to try something new with this person to kind of like shift the energy and maybe be more playful and curious about this person. I'm getting, and this is just like, I'm getting that this reading is for a woman, and gender is fluid, okay? So I'm just sharing this could be for some of you, and that this is about a male partner who is addicted to porn. I just had to say it because Spirit's asking me to say it, even though it's like I hate binary, like I hate doing that. I hate boiling down a reading like that, because it's just, I just don't think it's very fair, because it could go the other way. I mean, whatever. But this is, okay, for people who fit in that category, right? This card is really feeling like, for me, and I'm going to discuss this other thing over here, because this is a whole nother thing that I'm going to dive into, and that, like I said, don't shoot the messenger. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, okay? Just vibe with me for a second, okay? You're on my channel. And I'm here for you, so get it. Okay, so the Page of Wands is really asking you to possibly be curious about this person sexually. Like, connect with them a little bit more. Maybe be a little bit more playful. And, like, I'm not asking you to, like, do something that doesn't feel right to you, because that's not what this is about. But I'm telling you, sometimes, and this is, like, okay, you might wake up in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed. Like, I'm just comparing. You don't have to do anything sexual with your partner. Like, it's not like you have to get out of bed, right? But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes once you get the momentum going in a certain direction, then you might become inspired and motivated. Just like if you don't necessarily want to work out, but once you get into your workout, then the endorphins start going and you start having a good time and you actually enjoy doing it. By the end of it, you're like, I'm really glad I did that. Sex can be the same way sometimes. Okay? And I'm not, like I said, if you don't want to have sex with your partner, it probably is a little bit deeper than just the surface level, or it could just be that you have a low libido, and that's fine. I'm not telling you that you have to up your sex drive. I'm saying that y'all might be able to compromise and meet somewhere in the middle, and that maybe this person is like overstimulating themselves with pornography, and like that is like they're partially trying to supplement, but then it's also partially like keeping their sex drive high. So like maybe there might be a way for them to tone down and for you to kind of, you know what I mean, open up a little bit more, or kind of push yourself just a little bit for there to be motivation, and then you might be able to re-spark some of this sexual energy between the two of you. Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that, like, like, I don't want to be too graphic on YouTube, but like what I'm getting is that, like, if you were to like be a little bit more curious about their body, like being a little bit more curious about like maybe taking things a little bit slower, or kind of getting back to basics, okay, if you catch my drift, is like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like we want to, like, you know what I mean, first base, second base, third base, like our way to something, right? Like maybe we're not just trying to like jump into it and be like, you know, like kind of like be like teenagers again, right? Where you're like exploring each other's body and you're like kind of nervous, and like that's what I'm getting from this card is like you being really fascinated by your partner's like whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying not to be too graphic, but I'm also trying to be like, this is talking to me about like playing with something, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe it is bringing in something new, but maybe it's also bringing in something old, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying, is like getting back to basics, like bringing in like a little bit of playfulness. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna leave that there, okay? But I hope you catch my drift, because it's a really cute energy. It's actually really sweet, and it is really sexy, and I feel like if you came at it that way and it's like, you know, like maybe y'all like kind of want to feel like a teenager again, you know what I mean? And like not in a creepy way, but like, you know what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying anyways. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it could help. Like if you, I don't know why I'm getting this, I just have to say it, is that maybe it would help if you like wore certain things that make you feel more like that. You know what I mean? Like if you are somebody who is like a professional and you wear like dress suits every day, it's like maybe you would feel kind of cute and sexy if you wore like overalls, like is what I'm getting from this, you know what I'm saying? If you wore like a little dress or something, I don't know, fuck. Anyway, god damn it. moving on, okay? So that's just my advice if this is your situation. So the other thing I'm getting is that you might actually need to work with another person. And when I say that, it could be like a therapist, like a sex therapist even, okay? But it could just be like couples therapy, which I know sounds like really gross and lame. But honestly, if it's deeper than just this porno thing, and or it's deeper than just the libido thing, or like whatever the differences are between the two of you that's causing a little bit of tension, then you're going to have to go deeper in order to resolve this conflict. Definitely coming from a place of non-judgment and recognizing that something needs to change. And if you don't step in and change it, the universe will. And it might not turn out the way that you want it to. Especially if you love this person, you want this relationship to work. And it's just sexual differences. Look, that's a big part of relationships and partnerships here. You know? and that those things, you know, eventually, if you're together long enough, you know, and you go through the cycles of life, and you're, you know, you're changing and you're growing, you know, and you're getting older, that happens a lot. So I'm feeling with this Three of Pentacles, either you might want to work with somebody, talk to somebody, a professional perhaps, or, and this is the part that you guys probably already know where I'm going to go with this, and you might not like it, but with these like three little daisies here, like I'm almost feeling like it might even, you might even be interested in, this might be, maybe this is even one of the conflicts, is that somebody is interested in potentially having like a third party, you know, come in for a sexual experience. And that might be something somebody really, really wants to experience with you, and you might be resistant to it, or the other way around, maybe that's something you really want and the other person is not into it. Totally respectful, like, I mean, totally respectable if you are, you know, if you're saying, if you're drawing a boundary because you're not open to that, that's totally valid. Or if someone else is drawing a boundary to that and you're just like, okay, then I guess that's just the way it is, that's really valid and cool of you to respect your partner, and vice versa, right? So that might be something that you're not open to. But I'm telling you also that if somebody really wants something and you really, really don't, that's just going to be a point of conflict unless this person, you know, kind of like overcomes their desire for that and is like, okay, I understand why you wouldn't want to. That's fine, moving forward, you know. If they're able to do that, I mean, like, honestly, sometimes that stuff just gets buried, you know. And it's the same thing with like, honestly, especially if you're like, consider yourself to be like a straight, you know, and I'm not saying that to be rude, I'm just saying if you consider yourself to be heterosexual, right, then, you know, you might have, like, this might be for some of y'all, I don't know why I'm getting this, but because this is also really common, is that people will be interested in exploring with the same sex, or they might be interested in exploring with, you know what I mean, somebody other than the opposite gender, right? And they may have a desire for that and have like always had a desire for that, but they may have not been in a culture or an environment where that was like a possibility, or that was like, you know, safe, or, you know, there's a lot of reasons why people don't explore those things. They're afraid of judgment. They may be coming from a religious background. Like, there's a lot of reasons for that. And I feel like that it may be that you know, one of y'all is like interested in that, and you're like open to that, but your partner is really, really not. You know, and that can be really, really heartbreaking when somebody's like, okay, I'm in this committed relationship, I love this person, I don't want this relationship to end, but I have this desire that, like, I wouldn't be being true to myself if I didn't at least be honest about it with my partner, you know. And then if you're honest about that with your partner and that really, you know, rubs them the wrong way, or they're like not into it, or makes them like upset or nervous, or like, you know what I mean, any of those things that can happen, because that just can happen, and I feel like that could be a point of conflict. Okay, so I'm just getting that there might be like this third party situation that like one of y'all is interested in and the other person is not so much interested in, or you might actually need a third party to step in as a support system in a professional capacity. Like with this card, do you see how this person who's like the instructor basically is like kind of like, you know, almost like, do you see this person, you know, do you see how their curves are, you know what I mean, like this way, and and this person is like drawing this person. It's almost like, I'm almost getting that this person is like, do you see how this person is a sexual being? Like, do you see how this person has all this sexual energy and they really, really want to be loved on physically, you know? And then they're kind of like understanding their partner better. You know, like that's just the energy I'm getting in this context. So it's honestly really, really cool. It's a cool reading because this is talking about some really important subjects. It's like exploring things in a relationship when it comes to sexuality and physical, you know, attributes. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. This is definitely talking about like either one, do not be harsh with your partner. Okay, that was the first message that came out, was to not be judgmental and to not be harsh with your partner. What was it? Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. That was the first card that came out, y'all. That was like the foundation for this reading. Okay? And there's a reason for that, because it's true, you know? And I feel like criticizing each other is really not the way to get, you know, to a better place. King of Wands coming out in reverse now. I think that's really interesting. 7 of Wands coming out in the reverse here. Yeah, this is talking about, like, you know, trying not to be defensive. And with the Queen of Swords in reverse, this is like, please don't be too harsh. And the King of Wands in reverse is kind of feeling like, you know, wow, I can't believe how this is coming out now. The way that I'm feeling this is that this is someone with a lot of fire and a lot of passion. And they're coming out as kind of like angry and frustrated. Okay. And then the Queen of Swords is somebody who's like very, very logical and very cold. And this is coming out in reverse as somebody who is being very harsh and critical. Do you catch my drift? This completely resonates with your reading. Wow, Capricorn. I feel like there is definitely something happening in this relationship that is like, yeah, that there might just be libido differences here. Like I was saying, I don't know why, but this Page of Wands is sticking out to me again as like advice to remember what attracted you to this person in the first place. Yeah, like this sexual attraction that you have for this person. I don't know why I'm really getting this, and this is like, I'm really trying not to be graphic, but I just feel like I don't know why. I don't even want to say it. You might really like oral sex. This is so obnoxious, I swear it. But okay, but no, I'm serious. Is that like, I feel like that really was something that y'all enjoyed doing together, and I feel like that might be something that might bring you back to this place of like having like desire. It might be something that sparks your libido back up, or it might be something that like if you did that for your partner, like that would make them, you know, that's like, it was like, I feel like maybe in the past in your relationship that was like really meant a lot to them, or was like something that they really saw as like a gesture of love because you're just giving, you know what I mean, rather than like you know, both receiving at the same time. It was just like your way of like showing them that you love them. And like, I know that sounds really dumb because like I'm not trying to say like a blowjob is like something that, you know, it'll be like a gift that, you know, but in a way it really is like, you know, but I feel like it's something that you enjoy as well, like for whoever that part of this message is for, that I feel like that could really like be really sweet. Like, I don't know why I'm getting it, that it's really, really sweet, because it's like, it's just an unspoken kind of thing, I feel like, between the two of you, for whoever that's for, you know what I'm saying, is that it's kind of an unspoken thing that like it really means a lot to this person, because they know that it means that you're basically telling them like, hey, like I it sounds dumb because you know what I mean, like, because it's just, you know, because it's, but it's not dumb, it's really sweet. And like, I'm the type of person like where that like my heart and my body are really connected, so when I express myself like sexually, like it really is a lot deeper than just like the sexual act of whatever's happening, you know what I mean, for the most part, like but what I'm saying is that like it's like a way of kind of mending a little bit of this, like this, I feel like this sexual tension. And I don't mean that in like a good way. I mean the sexual like conflict that's happening between the two of you for whatever reason, whether it's porn addiction, whether it's difference in libido, both, you know, whatever it is that's happening between the two of you. It could be lack of desire on both people's parts, but I'm not really getting that. I'm thinking that one person has a lot of desire, the other one doesn't, and there's just like friction because of it. But what I'm saying is I feel like it would be like a gesture, almost like as a way to kind of like mend this kind of break, or this kind of whatever's created this kind of dynamic, that I feel like it could be like something that, and don't do it if you don't want to, and don't do sexual things because you feel like you're obligated to, or because you're afraid someone's gonna leave you, or you know what I mean, don't do that, please. Like, it's not about that. I just mean if you feel like divinely inspired, okay, to do something like that for your partner, but you're holding back because you're being stubborn and because you kind of like don't want to give in, and you don't want to, like, please just remember that you're partners and remember that you're in this together, and that if your partner has a need and you're like feeling like that you want to do that, but you are like, oh, but what about everything that I said to them in that argument where that I told them that they just need to get over it, you know, that's going to be me being weak and I'm breaking down. It's like, no, No, please don't, because the fact that you would say something like that to your partner in an argument also is really, really rude. Okay, so first off, don't stand by that. If you need to apologize, apologize. You know what I mean? And don't be critical of your partner because they have a sex drive. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Or the other way around. If that has happened to you, that's really not fair of your partner to do that to you. So I feel like if, I'm just saying that, like, a gesture, an olive branch, something that means a lot to the other person, especially if it's something like that's something that will fulfill their sexual needs, because porn does not cut it. Okay, why do you think that they do so much of it? Or why do you think you watch so much porn, right? Whichever way this is going for you, is that it can be because, what you really want is connection with your partner. What you really want is sexual union. So we're going to pull another romance oracle card. We're going to pull another lover's oracle and just see, what else Spirit has for us. Because I really believe in sexual healing. And I know that there must be something deeper going on between the two of you, or with one or both of you, like in the background underneath everything. I really do feel like that there's something else. Okay, so Spirit's wanting me to read this one to you, but I'm going to get another one too. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay? This is to remind you that you really have a special thing going with this person. Okay? And whatever differences that you all have, or whatever has come up for you, I just want you to, Spirit wants you to really, really honor this connection, and to recognize that it's a really sweet and sacred connection, what you have going with this person. And, I feel like that if y'all don't make the necessary changes, this person's angry. I feel like they're blowing fire, and you're being cold and, holding up the sword here. And they really just want you. Like, remember that. Remember that that's why that this is frustrating for them. It's not just because they just want to fuck in general. Excuse my language. It's because they want to connect with you. And, like, I hope that turns me on. I hope that turned you on, just, like, realizing that, like, this isn't just, and the more that you deny them, the more that they get frustrated with. Hey, so sorry about that, Capricorn. Your video cut off. We're going to go ahead and keep going. But anyway, I'll get off that train. All I have to say is, I'm not saying that, oh, this is cute. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I feel like that's a message from your person, Capricorn. That this person really loves you and adores you. Like, look at this. This person is, like, being beamed with light, and is just, like, just being seen as so beautiful, Please just remember that. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I really hope this was helpful. This turned into, like, a very, like, romantic, sexual, like, reading here, but I just feel like, try and get back to, that connection, with this person, if this is resonating with you, and, and really come from a place of love, and try not to, be too critical and cold towards this person, and recognize that they really love you, and that this connection is really special to the both of you, and that, you just may have to, work on it. And like I said, if you have to bring in a third party like this, there's nothing to be ashamed of, I mean, that can be really helpful. If anything, shoot, like, maybe I'm the third party right now, and might have just dropped a little bit of help on you. So, I really hope that this message helped. So anyway, if it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to support me and my channel. And I also do dream interpretation. So if that's something that you're interested in, that will be in the description box below, as well as my donation links if you want to drop me a donation, which it really means a lot, y'all, and I appreciate it. So yes, I really am glad that you tuned in, and I hope to see you again next time. All right, thanks so much. Bye.